Welcome to this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live, the show which ensures that you profit from your time spent here with experts, either through their industry insights, information, or simply learning from them. And today we have with us Solomon Pratt. He's a certified health coach, glute specialist, and author of the Anti-Inflammatory Fitness Bible for Women. He has over a decade of experience, helps high-performing women aged 45 plus reduce inflammation, belly fat, and burnout through holistic, habit-based coaching. Welcome to the show, Solomon.
Thank you, Mr. K.
You are welcome. Welcome to the show. Welcome to India in this online form, Coach Solomon. And I'm sure not just in India, but a lot of people across the globe will benefit from what we are going to talk right now. We'll understand from you. Yeah, we will talk about reclaiming energy, strength, and confidence, especially for women over 40 and 45 plus. That's what we'll talk about. But before that, Coach Solomon, let's understand a bit about your journey, your background, so that people know who they are listening to.
So Mr. K. I've been training women for over 10 years, and I realized that the most important thing that women need help with is their habits. Because from training women, me giving them a workout is great, but I realize it comes down to what they do when they're not around me. So this is why I went and had my private app made so that I can hold women accountable. Because women need help with their eating habits, their lifestyle habits, especially their stress management. So I realized that this is so important that a lot of people are not talking about, and then they're not getting help on. So this is also why I came out with my book too, the Anti-Inflammatory Fitness Bible, so it can help women balance their hormones, get rid of stomach, belly fat, and tone their body while they're still working on bettering themselves. Because they're spending all this time pouring into everybody else without pouring into themselves, Mr. K.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for that, Coach Solomon. So, for the understanding of the audience, means you advise a lot of these things, but you are not a doctor. You are a certified health coach. This is just to bring that upfront for the audience so that they can understand your advice, your understanding in that backdrop. So, I want to understand about inflammation. You talk about inflammation, Coach Solomon. How should people understand about inflammation? You talk about it as being, the hidden enemy behind belly fat, fatigue, and burnout for women over 40.
Yes, Mr. K. So it's so important. This is what people don't realize or they don't know is it's so important to address the inflammation at the source. So by working on it and fixing the problem at the source, and then you can go and work on fixing it. So that's so important. So different things a person can do, they can go and take. Just like I like MSM. MSM is really good to help deal with the inflammation. So that helps it at the source, which a lot of doctors, they don't specialize in helping it and fixing the problem from the source, which is very important. They're just, they just deal with it later on, everything, they're not fixing it from the source.
Absolutely. So what does that mean? Means is there a particular way to take care of inflammation? Many a times people do not know about this. Only when some doctor tells them, they will come to know about it, and then there are certain medicines. But what is it? As they say, prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
So how do I, in day-to-day things, I can take care of my inflammation and obviously avoid all these things about the belly fat and fatigue and burnout, especially for women?
Yes, Mr. K. So one thing that you definitely should do is you need to stop eating foods that cause the inflammation, like different things like tomatoes. Tomatoes, it has lectins in it, and that's something that people have a lot, that it actually does cause inflammation and cause problems. So certain things you have to stop eating that causes this. So that's one thing that people don't know, that tomatoes causes a lot of problems, especially when it comes down to knee pain, joint pain. So you should stop eating foods that cause inflammation.
Absolutely. What else? Miss, let us understand it from that. You talk about, inflammation undermine women's health post 40. Why not earlier on? Is it only 40? After that, it works? that way, or is it
Hmm.
work it tremendously negatively after 40, this particular inflammation? Why not on the younger level? Help us understand this part of the understanding.
Sure, Mr. K. Yeah, it's just that after with time, of course, they get older and then they'll have more health problems. To give you an example, okay, so like a lot of times when people have problems with their knee, just like my mom's, when I was younger, I didn't know that it's so important to go and build up the synovial fluid. Before, I will focus on just strengthening, her knee, strengthening the glutes, which it definitely does help if a person has problems with their knee. But you have to go and then just build up the synovial fluid. You have to build that up, and you also have to build up the cartilage in the knee. So by doing that though, and then I think it can go and lubricate the knee, and it can also rebuild the cartilage. And then when you go and do different things like our quad sets and do different movements, the knee is lubricated, and also it has some space around it.
Absolutely. So you talk about true self care versus surface level self maintenance. What is this about, so that people can actually do this self care and do not go for only surface level maintenance that can lead to problems.
Yes, Mr. K. So self care is you just basically, just making time to go and put yourself first. You have to go and make your fitness a non-negotiable. Just like Mr. K, when a person go and brush their teeth every single day, they make that a non-negotiable. But the problem is most people, for the most part, they just put their health off until it's too late. So they focus on just doing everything. Everything else is more important. Going to work, taking care of their kids. But if you actually truly make it a non-negotiable, you can go and then be able to make it a part of what you do, and then you can be able to be consistent, and then you can make it part of your habits. Because I realized that people need help with their habits. So ever since I became a certified health coach, besides being a trainer, I specialize in behavior change, and people need help with behavior change. So at least somebody that can help them with that, so then they can just work on making a part of what they do. Because the person habits, Mr. K says everything about them. If you got more habits of a healthy, fit person, you're going to be healthy and fit. If you got more habits of a person who's overweight, you're going to be overweight and you're going to be unhealthy. Your habits says everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now,
Hmm.
in terms of alcohol, also, Coach Solomon, you talked
Hmm.
about
Uh-huh.
alcohol. Many people have more, many people have less, many people
Hmm.
do not have. We all know alcohol is bad.
Hmm.
But in your case, when you talk about the alcohol, bad effects for alcohol on women, especially, how would you
Yes.
want them to understand it?
Okay, Mr. K. So yeah, so this is the important thing that most people don't know regarding alcohol. When your body has alcohol in your system, your body is not burning any fat till every drop is gone. And also too, Mr. K, your body handles alcohol like a poison. So it handles it as a poison, and alcohol is one of the main things that will cause a person to have belly fat. And then also what it does is the alcohol destroys your liver, and then your liver is one of the main fat burning organs that most people don't know. That's why it's harder for them to go and build muscle and get fit, because the liver is not working properly. So drinking the alcohol will damage your liver and also have you to have belly fat, and it makes everything harder. So yeah, so just alcohol is actually one of the main reasons why women have belly fat, and also too, that it also affects your sleep. So alcohol is one of the main enemies.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm.
So, Solomon, when do you come into the picture? Is it, when do you come, before the problem or after the problem? And what do you do? Because you talk about, without the gym. So, gym is out of the question here. Uh,
Hmm.
so, all these things are achievable without the gym. Help us understand about what is it that bring your clients to you, and what is it that you do to help them.
Okay, Mr. K. So yeah, so what it is that I realize that people need a personalized approach based off of what they need. So just cookie cutter programs are not as effective. So with me, a person will go and fill out my application, and based off of what they tell me in the application, I would give them a personalized solution for them. Everything is personalized to them based off of their goals, their lifestyle, their experience, and then I would go and make them a program. And also now, what I have, Mr. K, is I actually make them personalized habits just for them. And then the habits that I have in the app, which I can see when a person actually went and checked off their habits, and then the goal would be to get them to have a winning streak. So a winning streak of what 15 days, 20 days. And by them having a winning streak, Mr. K, that helps them build discipline in the area that they're weak. So people need help with developing the discipline. And most people probably they wait till it's too late to get started. So discipline actually runs out. So people need systems. So when a person have a system that they're following, they can be able to get results and be able to maintain that easier. Especially like let me give for example myself, like at around 11 o'clock, I mean 11 p.m., about 10:30 p.m. My discipline, pretty much has like ran out. So definitely you want to go and take care of the most important things before and just get it done as soon as possible. So then later on, when your discipline runs out, you already did the most difficult things earlier.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm.
So now let's come to your book and learn from that. The Anti-Inflammatory Fitness Bible for
Hmm.
Women. Tell us a bit about this book. What is it that you have in this book for women?
Yes, yes, Mr. K. So basically I put everything all in one spot for the women. So it helps them regarding building their confidence. It helps them with basically learning to forgive themselves from them having years and years of just working on everything else but not working on their health. So it pretty much just gives them a blueprint that they can go and follow and make a simple form regarding changing their bad habits. And then it also helps them be able to eat certain foods that's going to help them be able to build the body that they want and help them be able to get rid of the belly fat. Because belly fat, Mr. K, is the number one thing that most women complain about. And also, that's one of the reasons why a woman, when she gets older, her stomach gets bigger because she has more unhealthy habits that's working against her. So I say it's better if a person can just work on making these habits early on, and they can get the healthier habits so that it can help them later on, and it can keep them more fitter, keep them more looking good. So it's so important for a woman to go and maintain her image, because like when a woman is more fitter, she has better quality of men that want to talk to her, and the people period give you more respect because your presentation is definitely your image and how you look. People do first judge a person by how they look. So it's so important. So I break down different things where I talk about how she has to change her mindset, and then it's really about eating, and it's so many habits that people have that's unhealthy. And now with this culture of social media, people wanting instant gratification and wanting shortcuts, and that's one of the main reasons why people cannot get healthy and get their life in order because they're looking for too many shortcuts. But the only shortcut that there is, Mr. K, is hiring a coach like myself, that can shorten that learning curve. So that's really the only shortcut. In order, if a person can't train with me, I put enough information in there where I can mentor them through my book.
Absolutely,
Hmm.
absolutely. Coach
Hmm.
Solomon, there is much to learn from you, and there is much to learn from your book, as well as, if I understand, you have an app that can help people, take care of
Hmm.
things in real time. Tell us a bit about your app and what is the
Hmm.
best way for people to connect with you and get the best from what you are offering.
Yes, yes, Mr. K. So yes, I have a private app. So my private app is how I go and train my clients and hold them accountable. And it's just that what it is that I realize that people need accountability. That's the most important thing, but they actually need it from the right kind of person that has the paperwork to be able to help them and they have their experience. Even though I can train men well too, just I specialize in training women because I know pretty much the women's pain points, what they're going through, and it's just that it's important to know your target market. So I know the target market of who pay me, and it's mainly the women because they're around that age in their 40s and 50s. That's when the women are more than likely willing to prioritize their fitness because they're actually forced to because now so they're older, so they're at a certain weight, so they've been going so long with just prioritizing their career, and now it's catching up to them. So yeah, so that's and then they're more than likely willing to pay when they reach around a certain age, especially to pay for a coach that has specialized knowledge, a coach that's hyper specialized in this area. So yeah, so definitely, so a person can reach me on YouTube, and also my book is on Amazon, so they can put in the anti-inflammatory fitness Bible on Amazon, and also on YouTube. They also can fill out my application. You fill out my application, and then I will just review the application, and the ones that qualify, I would make them a presentation showing me going over for the application and how I would help them. And I'm also on Facebook too. Facebook, yeah, so I'm on Facebook. They can put in Solomon Pratt, but definitely I would say on YouTube, on YouTube, and also do Amazon to get my book. And I also make bands that help women tone their body too. The bands work very well with women who are over 40. It works well because it's low impact on the joints and the knees, and the bands are really good to help the women tone their stomach. But definitely, but the mindset is important. But you have to just make fitness a non-negotiable, and you have to be coachable, and you have to be open-minded, and then you have to go and say, okay, so what can I do now? So how bad do I want change? You're gonna have to give something to get something. So you just said, and then I tell women, so you cannot have it all at the same time. So you're gonna have to make some sacrifices and be patient with yourself. And you're gonna have to say, okay, I'm worth it, and I've been working on everybody else. Now it's time for me to go and prioritize myself.
Absolutely. With this, it's a wrap on this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live. Thank you so much indeed for joining us.
Thank you, Mr. K. Thank